You're listening to Miss Style, Strength, and Grace with Deidra Murphy. This is your one-stop shop for style, fashion, health, and fitness. Deidra's passion is to help empower women to reach their fullest potential, both inside and out. Deidra and her guests will be discussing how to develop your style, health, and lifestyle hacks to energize your day and inspire you to keep reaching higher levels of success. Deidra is a professional fashion stylist, health guru, and Mrs. Washington 2017. It's time to get open and honest with Deidra.
Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about style mistakes and why they keep you from having a strong style game. These mistakes are seasonless and they transcend style types. So no matter if you are boho chic or classically Chanel, these are the 5 biggest mistakes that prevent you from having your style on point. In addition to helping you figure out the mistakes, I'm also going to provide ways to fix them. So listen in to make sure that you don't make these mistakes ever again. Number 1. The number one thing that keeps your style from looking cohesive is not considering the level of dress of your garments. Are the pieces you're putting on and putting together cohesive? And do the appropriateness of each garment match one another? Not that they have to be exactly on the same level, but they still have to work seamlessly with one another. This is what keeps women from mixing and matching like a pro when they put on one piece and just throw on something else over it to maybe stay warm or to just add on another item. But the units themselves don't actually make sense together as a coordinating outfit. So for instance, I was in California this weekend at a Dave & Buster's. We went there for a fun night out after dinner with my whole family. And I saw this woman standing in line and she was wearing this blouse that was like super on trend. It was a cute bell-sleeved off the shoulder top. It was striped, it had little like pom-poms on the bell sleeve. Like overall, a really cute blouse, and it would have been very on trend. But then she had jeans on that were doing nothing for her figure, which that's a whole other issue. But secondly, the jeans themselves weren't like a bad idea, but then she had on actual gym sneakers, like worn down to almost the threadbare sneakers, gym shoes with a baseball hat on. The only thing I could think to myself was, you're doing it wrong. The pieces were not cohesive for the level of the dress of the blouse. Was she trying to be casual or was she trying to be dressy? Why was she wearing an otherwise hard to play in video games blouse? So what I mean is like that blouse didn't really make sense to be able to move and shake and play video games in with other items that screamed casual game day. She could have easily kept the comfort level by swapping the threadbare shoes for cute, street-worthy sneakers and even just a basic white t-shirt paired with the same baseball hat and jeans. And not only would that have been cute for Dave & Buster's, but it also would have matched the level of dress for appropriateness. Like each item kind of made sense together and it was at the same level. She wasn't wearing, she wouldn't have been wearing an over-the-top blouse with like threadbare sneakers and a baseball hat. Like make sure they are on the same level. For instance, also making sure that the level of items are cohesive. So if you're wearing a cocktail holiday dress, for the sake that is all good and holy, please do not wear the same jacket over it that you might wear to the ski slopes. Find, maybe a pretty wool coat or even a pea coat or maybe something faux fur or even real fur, but make sure that the dressiness of the coat aligns with the level of dress that you're wearing underneath. Or even if you're wearing, maybe a jumpsuit or dress slacks or whatever, make sure they're all in the same semi-decent same level. It just makes it actually look like you took a moment to think about your whole outfit rather than just throwing things on over the top of other things. Number 2, you've forgotten about the shoes. Obviously, I'm a shoe freak. If you walk into my closet, you'll see this custom-made shoe. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a cabinet/drawer system. I don't know. It's my favorite thing in my closet. However, I am also a fan of wearing like high-end and low-end products together, mixing and matching high-end designers with something from Target, with something maybe from Nordstrom. Just the other day, I wore a pair of Ann Taylor booties. I found them on clearance last year. I constantly get comments and compliments on them whenever I wear them and their little cute leopard print or whatever. But anyway, I found them on clearance and I wore them the other day with my favorite designer purse. So there's always something to be said about like mixing high and low end, or even if you love like fast fashion at affordable prices, those places like Zara, H&M, by all means, like, yes, like shop those places. But you should still have at least one great pair of shoes that instantly bring your whole outfit up a notch. And it doesn't have to be that you're wearing these every single day, but just at least having one investment pair of shoes that you really take care of. It's going to make your whole overall style taken up a notch. So to fix this problem, make sure you have at least one great pair of shoes that will complete the ensemble. Maybe for you, it's a pair of pumps or really pretty flats or even high quality sneakers, but they are the shoes that you're going to take care of, the shoes you want to make last for years and years. Higher quality shoes won't disintegrate after a few wears, and they will be the thing that shows when you're covering up the rest of your outfit in like winter coats and winter layers. They're going to be the item that you want to make sure gets resold or retipped year after year. Even if it's just one great pair of shoes, it can elevate anybody's look, anybody's style, no matter the time of year. Number 3, it doesn't fit and it doesn't flatter. So, okay, you were able to lay down and zip up those jeans. Maybe you squeezed them up and technically got them on, but do they really flatter your shape? The number one thing keeping you from looking great is whether or not something fits and fits well. It doesn't matter how expensive or even how cheap something is, the designer, the style, your style type and tastes. If the item does not fit well, it's not going to look great on you. There's a difference between getting something on and it flattering. Maybe you carry weight in your bottom half. I'm guilty of that. And maybe you got on a skirt and it's on your body physically and it zips, but it's the wrong shape or cut for you. And maybe your shape would be much better accentuated in, say, an A-line skirt instead. That's instantly going to make you look more polished, more pulled together, and like your style game is really strong when you're wearing something that actually flatters. I always tell my clients that I want to teach them how to camouflage their concerns, but accentuate their assets. So in order to do that or fix that, I would, number 1, suggest working with a personal stylist. Obviously, I know a great one, but I do have a virtual styling module on how to dress yourself thin, and it expertly explains how to dress not only different body shapes and use the right cuts and shapes to flatter it, but I also have a separate video on how to correctly identify your unique body shape, accurately defining your figure. That way you know what things to look for when you're dressing yourself so you can actually dress your body with intention. So for more information on that, be sure to check out my show notes and other resources. Another fix to this problem is to find a great seamstress and know her really well, or a tailor. Even a low-cost item can be made to look like $1 million if it's been expertly tailored. For instance, I have a pleated skirt and I bought it at Target. It's part of the Who What Wear collection. I even used it in a photo shoot once and it was a little bit too big on me, but I had my seamstress, who also happens to be my mom, take it in so it actually fits on my natural waistline, which is a little bit higher up than where it was hanging before. And voila, a $20 skirt now looks like it was from an expensive store just by making sure it fit and that it flattered. Number 4, your negative view on style and fashion. I've encountered this with so many women, especially those in positions of power, whether it was authorities in the school district when I was teaching, women in business, to even powerful women entrepreneurs, but they have a negative view of style. So maybe they think that fashion and style is frivolous, that it has no power. Maybe they think fashion is shallow, or saying that people just need to like them for them. Although it's true that people do need to like you for you and you need to be authentic, the sad truth is you are judged within 20 seconds of meeting someone, and you never get a second chance at a first impression. So rather than sulking about it and crying a river, let's view this as a positive and use it to our advantage. Style can be the ultimate tool and power that you have to leverage what you want. Maybe you need to leverage your business and grow it. Maybe you need to leverage your authority, have more people, clients, partners take you more seriously. Maybe it's to leverage your love life and get you back on track in the dating scene. Style is not wasteful, stupid, and it doesn't have to be expensive, hard, or painful. These are just limiting beliefs, and it's time to bust through that and really see the power and transformative abilities of style and fashion. You can have fun with it, and it can be a powerful investment for your future. Last January, I did a talk at a Women in Business conference about developing your signature style in order to leverage your personal brand and to create the experience that women in business want to have with their clients, their business relationships, even their customers. So you can use style, fashion, and color to be the ultimate influencing tool when used correctly. So stop thinking about it as unnecessary and use it to your advantage. Number 5, your current wardrobe does not serve your life anymore. Again, this is something that I see all the time when working in clients' closets and doing closet edits and audits. The items that they have in their closet no longer serve where they are at in life. Maybe it's the woman who's now retired and she doesn't need a full-on business suit anymore, or maybe her clothes are stuck in the 80s. For instance, I have this lovely and most generously sweet client in my life. She works from home and her children are all adult and grown. When we first did her closet audit, literally, like no joke, everything in her wardrobe was older than her 30-year-old son. She no longer worked in a corporate setting, yet she still had her shoulder padded like a linebacker, like seriously, linebacker style suits that she was actually wearing to church on Sundays. And the rest of the week, she was staying in active wear, regardless of if she was staying home or running errands in the community. And her wardrobe just didn't make sense for her life anymore. So just as we evolve and grow as individuals, our clothing should also evolve. The pieces in her closet just didn't make sense anymore. And by showing her how to casually wear things like, maybe some plaid shirts, some cute t-shirts, and some well-fitting denim, and by mixing and matching, we were instantly able to make sure her wardrobe served her now very casual lifestyle. I personally had to go through this after I left the classroom. I went from wearing dress slacks and matching Ann Taylor Loft cardigans every day. Hey, I wanted to look nice, but still be okay with my clothes getting acrylic paint all over them, when I was teaching. But now I'm able to rock, say, leopard print pumps and jeans and maybe a leather jacket on a regular basis. My life's needs dramatically changed, and so I also had to purge a lot from my closet that just didn't make sense anymore. So as you look through your closet, are your clothes still an accurate representation of your lifestyle and your personal style? Are you in a career now, yet half of your clothing is still occupied by the Abercrombie zip-up hoodies that you wore back in college? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about and what I'm talking about. I won't judge you. I was there too. I even worked at Abercrombie in college. A girl's got to make some of her money somehow and have some clothes to wear to class too. But, once I got out of college, I had to purge all of those zip-ups and all those really ripped up bootcut jeans from my early 2000s days over at Abercrombie. And I want to just encourage you to do, at least annual closet audits yourself, obviously you can hire somebody like myself. We can even do this virtually where we can go through your items and make sure that they're currently serving your life. And I can help you fix this with my virtual styling program where we're able to complete a closet audit and edit from anywhere in the world. But the biggest thing to do that would help serve your life and allow you to genuinely have a wardrobe that serves you is by making sure you're going through and at least purging at a minimum once a year. If you only spend, say, about 10% of your life being active, then maybe only about 10% of your wardrobe should be active wear. Yes, I am talking to those of you that live in leggings like they're actual pants. You know who I'm talking to. First of all, leggings are not pants, but that's a whole other topic that I could go off on right now. I'll rein it back in. And, you should think about your life as kind of a pie chart. And if you're spending half of your life in work, then about half of your wardrobe should be workwear and so on. So make sure that your overall percentage of wardrobe aligns with your lifestyle. And if not, be sure to check out my show notes and other resources for information on my virtual styling program, as I would love to help you make sure that these serve your life. Are you guilty of making any of these style mistakes? I'm sure I could go on for hours or more, even talking about the mistakes that keep women from truly honing in on their personal and signature style. I hope that you can learn from my mistakes in the past and start working on these ways to fix them right now. As always, I love you all.
Hey ladies, thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. To help empower more women, please be a doll and rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. For show notes and other free resources we mentioned today, go to stylebydeidra.com.